yajna or karma is the ultimate question. I think we are struggling with.
Yajna is not some havan, is not something pouring in the.
It's not pouring ghee into the fire.
Fire, no.
Exactly.
It's not a ritual at all.
It's not.
It's an attitude of mind. That you are here to take care of everybody else.
That's right.
Every plant, every animal, every bird, every fish.
That's right.
Even every stone.
Yes.
We should keep this statue very clean.
Very true.
There should not be any dust in here.
Yeah.
If there should be no dust on my body, there should be no dust on this statue also. We take care of the statue.
Yeah.
We take care of plant kingdom, take care of animal kingdom, we take care of human kingdom.
Correct.
So, this taking care of every other kingdom is called a yajna.
Beautiful, sir. Very beautiful. I want you to talk a little bit about yajna and karma, sir. Karma, as I understand, is a selfish action. What I do for myself, my family, my survival and all. This question...
It's not just what you do for yourself. What you do for yourself at the cost of the society is karma.
Okay.
It should not be harmful to others.
Okay, okay.
If I'm cutting an animal and eating, it is for myself.
Exactly.
But I'm cutting an animal, I am against some other being.
Correct.
So it becomes karma.
Correct.
Okay.
That's right.
But a judge gives a punishment, hanging a person. Is it karma or yajna? No, it is yajna.
It is yajna. Because
he's doing for the society.
Exactly.
That man cannot stay in the society.
Correct.
He has committed a lot of murders.
Exactly.
So justice demands that he be given a punishment.
Exactly.
So there the judge is not committing any karma.
Exactly.
He is not doing anything for himself.
Yeah, yeah.
He is doing for the welfare of the society.
Correct. So this is an intricate question, can't be defined very simplistically.
It can be defined very simplistically.
Okay.
Nothing is an intricate question.
It's very simple.
Everything is very simple. Whatever you do for yourself, which is against the society also, that is karma.
Beautiful.
Whatever you do for yourself, which is for the society also, it is yajna.
Is yajna. For instance, if a child is studying in order to become something, maybe a doctor or lawyer,
it's a yajna.
It's an yajna because there is
after that he will be useful to the whole society.
Useful to the society. Useful to the society. But if a mind consciousness speaks, somehow I have to survive. If it becomes a game of just survival rather than contribution, it may become again karma.
Survival at the cost of everybody else.
Cost of everybody else.
That cost of everybody else is very important.
Wonderful morning, happy evening and afternoon, dear friends and masters. Welcome to day 8 of our ZEN program. We are more than halfway through the program. My name is Kiran Chalavendra and I'm host for today. And before I hand it over to Chandra sir, I would like to share my experience and how meditation transformed my life inside out. 3 years ago, I was going into like my family situation, my professional life, and everything was in the lowest point in my life. And once I hit the lowest point in my life, I couldn't, I couldn't like look out for other options that are better and, to change myself from inside out. At that time, was a ray of hope that Buddha CEO Master Lata Madam introduced me to Buddha CEO, and it's a wonderful program, 40-day program I joined, and from that it transformed my life inside out. I stopped looking outside for answers. I asked, instead of asking the questions, why me? Why is it happening to me? I started asking the questions, why not me? And how meditation, how everything in life is a learning opportunity, how I looked inside myself and how the bliss and calmness that meditation brought to me on a daily basis, I was able to transform not only my physical health, where I was losing my weight, like I was 180 to 190 pounds at one point, and I went to like 140 pounds, and it's purely because of stress. And, I went to my doctor and she said, like, it's okay, like, because it was you going through the stress and you understand this. There is no physical ailment in my body, but because of the stress, I was losing so much weight. I was, not eating properly, not sleeping properly, and everything was a trickle down effect. And once I started meditating, I was looking for an instant solution for my first few days. But, Chandra Sir's wisdom and every Buddha CEO wisdom, like, showed me the path where this is not a sprint, it is a marathon. You need to take it like one step at a time, and everything comes in the term in a learning phase. And I completed the 40-day, and still, like, I was hopeful like something would come out of the 40-day and there would be instant transformation. But I stuck to the program. And as I stuck to the program, I had this amazing transformation. I had these amazing visions, the mindfulness, the wisdom that it brought to me, and the calmness inside me. I started reading books recommended by Buddha CEO, which is amazing transformation. I was not a book reader. I never read any books after my college. And once I started reading the books, it helped every master. Like it was like the book I picked up, Thich Nhat Hanh, about the breath mindfulness meditation, miracles of meditation, mindfulness. It was like him talking to me towards the book. It was him asking me to take a walk in the nature, be with the nature, and transform myself. I was reading Osho, and many of the ways by which I was brought up, I was able to look inside myself to look at like what was causing me to be in this situation today. I was getting answers. As I read every book, I was getting answers. And Chandra Sir recommended and gave some books, which in self, like, was helpful to me. Some of them were in Telugu local language, but Dr. Newton Kondaviti sir, and some of the books were real jewels. Like, they were able to look into my relationships, the relationships within myself, look at others, how I am behaving with others, how I am transforming with others. In this journey, I became more wise, I would say, in this. And it was truly helpful. And every person who I interact with today, I look at them in a different aspect. And today, was able to like, work out something which I was in a situation where my computer wasn't working, and I was supposed to give a demonstration to a client. And at that time, I was so stressful in the sense like I was trying to move around files and make a last minute adjustment. But I took a step back and did a 5-minute meditation and went into the meeting without a presentation, and it went super well. So sometimes like you need to step back in your life and ask those questions. What is necessary for you at the moment? And meditation is the answer. Meditation is the one answer to all questions. And meditation is the one solution to all problems. With that, thank you very much. And to hand over to our master, Chandra sir. Please take it over.
Thank you, Kiran Garu. It is Jnanan Muktihi, knowledge liberates. And so everyone gets into the situations where they need to know more, find more. That why me comes, then only it can transfer to why not me. So we get into it. We draw situations in a way that we get to know. And so then the situations resolve, and then permanently we set free. Mukti, moksha, freedom. And I see that plenty with you, Kiran Garu. So thank you for sharing your knowledge and wisdom to people constantly. Happy morning, dear friends and masters. Good afternoon, evening. Let's go into our meditation. We're practicing breath meditation. We had a nice weekend program here in Dubai. A small group of people, but sincere. They were ready to be up at 5. They were there till 9:10 in the evening. While the day was spread out, we're doing it as it comes. One important point that came out, and which is reinforcement, and a couple of participants at the end, that after coming here, I made lifelong friends, or I made soul friends with whom I can talk about and ask these questions. And then share, gain clarity. They sat through in the night, group of them. And they say one were discussing with the other, and then we all got answers among ourselves as we're doing the discussions in the night. The Zoom session is very, what you say, tactical. We are there at 6 o'clock, 7:30, we're off. But in-person workshops are not like that. You are there bonding, and you are there for multi-nights together. Informal learning happens. That's what happened for me throughout the journey. Taking time to be in the in-person sessions was very, very, very helpful for me, and is what here reinforced. Reforming our satsang group. For a practitioner, this is necessity. If they want to accelerate the practice, if they want to dissolve those questions, because the questions hold us back. And so a reinforcement that your satsang group, your friends with whom you can journey together, is quite beautifully and automatically done when you come to these in-person workshops. Wisdom is one thing. The enablement of deep practice is another, but most important and a really important aspect in our practices is the group with whom we satsang. We do regular interactions, and that is formed. So let's go into the meditation practice once again, dear friends. Breath meditation, as you see in the picture, so I'm going to put that on. We're practicing anapanasati meditation, breath meditation. Our goal is to merge into this emptiness or the field of energy that exists out there, and we do this by letting go of ourselves completely, emptying the mind, drawing the senses inward, makes us forget everything about ourselves and environment. And so then we merge with the field, the quantum field of intelligence. How do we do this? As you see in the picture, very simple process, simply closing eyes, observing the breath. And sit down comfortably with the fingers into fingers, hands in your lap, eyes closed. In case you're wearing spectacles, glasses, remove them. And in a comfortable posture, meaning your body needs to be comfortable. In that posture, rest your attention at the root of your nose, in the middle of the eyebrows, and observe the breath at that point. When you observe the breath slowly, thoughts come down, mind goes into empty states. The empty states are meditative states. Be in that state of emptiness and notice whatever happens to you. Notice whatever happens to you. Simply be an aware. Simply become aware of what happens to you. In case thoughts are there, go back to observing the breath, and again start the process all over. Called breath meditation. Before we do that, we are practicing a short process called heart elevation. Just follow my guidance for this, dear friends, which is in many ways is conducive to doing breath meditation, to go into deeper states of breath meditation. Relax yourself with your eyes closed, dear friends. Dear friends, with your glasses removed, eyes closed, with your hands on your chest area and resting your attention on your heart center, the sacred heart. Breathe in to your beautiful heart, a slow, long, relaxing breath. With your attention on your heart, moves that energy into your heart center. Feel. Feel this center of all emotions, which is helping us expand life, which is helping us live life with higher vibrations of love, compassion, gratitude, kindness. Connect with your heart center. Feel it, dear friends, with that slow, relaxing breath. Can you imagine going into an experience of higher emotion, of deep joy, gratitude, love, compassion, helping someone that are dear to you, playing with a child, walking in a garden, appreciating the beauty, simply being grateful for all the elements that are there, which are powering us, the air, water, earth, whatever that may be. Move into a higher emotion. Feel that energy. feel. Relive that moment and allow yourself to send that energy onto everything and everyone to help them heal. Where your attention goes, there your energy flows. That intention to send this energy to help them know themselves, spread this energy to everything and everybody on this planet. Feel it. We are all interconnected deeply with no separation whatsoever. And slowly, let's go into breath mindfulness meditation. With your fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to be with that absolute stillness within you. Emptiness all around you. Thoughts are natural. When you recognize you are in thought, go back to observing your breath, this connected, intelligent breath of life. yourself to go into that emptiness, to stay connected to that field of nothingness. That's energy, the quantum field of intelligence. Merge into it, stay aware of it. That field of infinite frequencies in limitless dimensions. The longer you stay connected into this field of energy, that void, the more you draw in the ancient wisdom of yourself. And you dissolve your past. the longer you stay merged into this field of no body, of no thing, the more divine you become. into the deeper emptiness of yourself. Friends, it is truly an honor and privilege to be experiencing this life at this time of history. Many are not so blessed to be exploring consciousness for a greater life. Can you express gratitude to all things and everyone? Your gratitude to your parents, teachers, mentors, your family, friends, colleagues, relatives. Gratitude to this grand nature, the bird, the fish, and the animal, to everything we use, the technology, the system, the company, the governments. Gratitude to yourself and to this intelligent universe. gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Relax your body. And let your autonomous nervous system repair your body as you relax. Recollect your experiences from the session. And whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then may open your eyes. Okay, dear friends. Hope you enjoy the session. All the wisdom, all the practice, when it leads to prosperity consciousness. Full screen. Then we draw experience into life effortlessly. That grudging, that feeling despair, feeling, somewhere it is very difficult to achieve, all those will go away. When we truly absorb the wisdom, reflection time. Poverty consciousness and prosperity consciousness. There is poverty consciousness. How we approach events, how we approach our actions in day to day during wakeful time. Prosperity, poverty. Poverty is in saying is a certain behavior. Prosperity is opposite of the behavior. Poverty shrinks experiences, prosperity consciousness expands experience. If somebody says, I have understood the manifestation principles, then in their thought, in their words, in their actions, they will be demonstrating the prosperity consciousness. So this prosperity consciousness and poverty, so let's look at what is it. First thing, what motivation do you have? What is there behind you initiating something? Motivation. When you are looking to experience something, are you doing it because you have a passionate desire to do it? Our passions are often a purpose. Your passion around your unique skill that you have, that photography skill, that singing skill, the dancing skill, creator skill. Your passions are often around it. When you're doing something, initiating something, are you approaching with passionate desire to experience it, have it? Or are you approaching with a lack? They all have it, I don't have it, I want to have it. Oh, you all went for the trip, you all went for this Himalaya trip. No, I couldn't go, I want to go. You all went and I want to go. Lack. The later is poverty consciousness. Your approach is determining whether you're prosperity conscious. The prosperity conscious person, the prosperity consciousness is where you are sincerely, you genuinely want to experience it, not simply for the sake of having it. Your approach is that. You're not influenced by what your colleagues and your neighbors and parents and the environment is telling you. You're observing that you're observing. Of course, I love my job. I'm in this job. I love that experience. I'm here. No. I don't know what's going to happen for my future. And so that let me hold on to it. This is a safe position I have. And so that I'm going to hold on to it. Sweetness is not there. Your approach to being in a job, one is to be joyfully there. Another is just holding on to it because you feel something is not going to be adequately there for you in future. Or you feel something you're missing. So the motivation with which you are approaching something, the motivation with which you are experiencing something is of a passionate desire to have it, as opposed to feeling survival, lack in there. The second aspect is how do you resonate about having it? The poverty consciousness is saying that you feel despair, you feel it's difficult, you feel you have to really work hard for it, you feel it's a tough world out there, but I've got to go through it. That's the state that you have as a poverty consciousness to whatever that you are motivated to start. Poverty consciousness is you feel it's all going to be challenging. The how do you resonate of having it? Is it readily there? You feel it's a tough path to walk. I'll walk all right, but tough path to walk. Prosperity conscious person is excited about it. The resonation, how do you resonate? You resonate. I'm excited about it. Yes. I would like to go out there and experience it. Now you come to the programs and then you are motivated, you hear somebody's stories, you're motivated. But when it comes to the resonance of it, we have our vision boards, goals, but then you feel, oh, this is a tall order. It's going to be difficult. For me, from where I am, it's going to be that much more. And then at this point, I don't have it, it's going to be that much more challenging. That natural completeness is not there. A prosperity kind of person feels complete from inside. Poverty kind of person feels lacks of completeness. Then your attention and your focus. So first your motivation. What motivation with which you're initiating something? The motivation is, yes, I would love to give meditation to many people. The motivation is, there's a lot of good karma I get, and so let me do it. That's poverty. I absolutely want to give this. Genuinely, I want to see people are happy about. And I love it. I love to see their experience going. That's prosperity. The resonance of it, once you take up, then, man, it's going to be a hard life out there. It's going to be difficult. I know how to manage all these people, convince people, everybody come together and do this. And you feel excited. Yes, I can do it. Of course, this is my decision, but I can do it. Excitement is there. You don't see obstacles. You don't see you fundamentally you don't see that there is no support for you by default. That's the thing. No support for you. The resonance of it is that I know it's all possible. I'm complete in myself, and so then I keep going forward and doing it. The third thing is your focus and attention. What are you focusing on when you're approaching this? A poverty conscious person is focusing on all the ways how it won't happen. A prosperity kind person is focusing on what he or she wants. I would like to go and meet the local minister, and I want to give this invitation. Then a poverty kind person, will they give time for me? Will they be not busy? And am I alone going there? Will they look at me? Will they be interested in this cause? All the things that are not going to happen is all the things that how it won't happen is what you think. Poverty, prosperity, you're pretty much focused. On what you are looking for. Yes, I'm going there. And I'm going there. You empower yourself and saying, who cares if somebody is there or not, that doesn't matter. I'm going. And I'm meeting. It is happening to me. You're focused on just that thing. You're looking at how it can all fail is poverty, and you're looking at pretty much focused on what you want is prosperity. You're focused on what you want, not on what you do not want. You're not focused on what others are having. It doesn't matter for you. You're focused on what you have. You do, your own, you're very happy, joyful, running your center. Others are also doing. And you want to have a program, you be focused on your program. Don't focus on what are they doing, why are they doing at the same time I'm doing, and then it's going to be causing my failure. That's poverty. If you are empowered, if you are believing the infinite possibility field, then you have it, they have it. What's the problem? Then about flow and gratitude. How do you feel? In poverty consciousness, as you're walking through, you're complaining, you're grudging, no gratitude. Many things keep coming to us, but the gratitude is not there. There's still something is not there. Something is not there. You constantly complain. Now satisfied. And the heart center, complaint is there. Grudge is there. Feeling of failure is there. Inadequacy is there. A prosperity person is always grateful. Wow, I got the opportunity to even think about running a meditation center for myself. Grateful for it. Many people don't even have the thought of it. I've got one person sitting in front of me, a Buddha. Dr. Dashrath is the greatest Buddha that I've discovered. One person came in front of me, sat in our center today, our meditation. When we're running our meditation center, when we have a pyramid at home, and it is a pyramid that can be used by anybody who can come to our home, and there is a side entrance, they can go meditate and go away. They don't have to tell us. And for 5 years, when I ran Vani and I used to have this every Friday or Saturday, very religiously. The date used to shift every now and then, but on Friday or Saturday evening, we used to have a program. It's a meditation program for public. On several occasions, we sat by ourselves. Nobody was there. It's a community, a gated community. It doesn't matter. Many times, nobody would come. Several times, one person, two people come. On some occasions, 10, 15. Rare occasions, some 20 people. I was super busy as before in terms of my work, travel, and all that. But however, that approach with which we went in and then be there, no one called, may not come, didn't matter. Whether one person is there or no person, didn't matter. We are there fundamentally believing that the energy spreads, the intention is there. Then when you conclude that nobody is coming and so I'm not sure, then that's what you spread. And so then you make it that much more difficult to have more people come in next. You are focused on what you want, and then you are grateful that we are able to be running that center. We're able to have the opportunity to build a pyramid. At my workplace at IBM, when I was there, in a few years that I was there, 3 years after acquisition, one conference room, lunchtime every Monday, I think, and every week, and every day, I don't remember now, every week maybe. And then one conference room, we turned into a meditation room and then blocked it, and then we go there and sit, and I go there and sit. Sometimes nobody comes. But I was happy that we are able to have a room allocated for this. We're grateful for it. Something is there. I'm happy sometimes only the support people came. The engineers, the ever busy engineers, did not show up. But I'm happy that we are able to even have a program that if they show up, it's great. But at least the support people are coming. My HR, my IT, they were coming. So you're filled with gratitude for what you have. The opportunity to help, the opportunity to experience itself is a moment of gratefulness. How many people have the thought of traveling? Out of so many periods, they don't even have a thought of traveling. You're thinking about traveling out. Must be grateful for it. People don't have a thought of traveling because they are fearful of many things. They don't have the fears. You think about it. Thinking means that it is going to lead towards creation. It's bound to happen at some point. Flow. A poverty conscious person is always one way, giving or taking. A prosperity conscious person, it is two way. You give and you take. You give and take. Giving and receiving is circulation. It's all in circulation. Prosperity conscious person is circulating, giving and receiving. Flow is happening. There is a heart center, the heart chakra, consciousness is flow, is circulation is there. You are grateful here. You're focused on what you want in your Manipuraka chakra, solar plexus. And so poverty at heart is that only one way. Take. Or a few people are just simply giving, have difficulty taking. And somebody invites them for dinner also. They say, so it's very difficult. I don't think it'll be very uncomfortable for you. No, don't. It's okay. We are fine. They reject that also. We deserve, we get it, we take it. We don't have to go on saying unwanted, unnecessary things and reject things. If somebody is inviting you, we accept it. Somebody is giving, if they're sponsoring your tickets, take it. If they're giving you free accommodation and a retreat, take it. If it's offered, the offer comes to you, take it because you must be giving, and so then it is coming universe way to coming to you. A few people are refusing to take what's coming, but it is a poverty consciousness always take. What is in it for me? That's how your approach is. What's in it for me? Versus how can I help? Giving and receiving, dear friends, have to be balanced. Because that's true circulation. It's in heart center. Heart center state. Heart chakra state. If I receive in hike, if I receive a bonus, why would we not share? And prosperity conscious person is sharing readily. Compassion, if we say love and compassion, gratitude, feelings through heart center, that's when you are truly opened up in heart. Heart awakening has happened. Then you are always wishing for the greater good of people around you in your thought field, and so in your action field, you are readily demonstrating that by giving. You're compassionate to them, compassionate to you, and so you're ready to take, receive. So for you, it is balanced. And then circulation, of course, happens. Now, in terms of inspiration, your expression, a poverty center person, when they hear, let's suppose you're looking to experience something, You're looking to run your center, you're looking to organize a program in your place, or you're looking to manifest a car. When they hear that others have got it, your friends have got it, they're inspired about it. Wow, Ravi got that. I'm happy for him. That's prosperity. Poverty person is saying, when will I have it? Why don't I still have it? I've been working, struggling, I'm still working for it, and still I don't have it. And they already have it. You're inspired in seeing that being experienced by somebody around you, and then your prosperity. You feel inadequacy there, you feel that I don't have at this point. And you're inspired and they talk about it, you promote it and say, hey, look, he's driving a BMW, I'm so happy for him. Good. Prosperity consciousness is to find yourself in others and then be joyful for what they experience. And so that's how you are expressing that you have, that already. We do this very naturally with our children. When they have something what they are looking for, and even if you're looking for, you don't have it, they have it. You wanted in Harvard study, you couldn't do it, but they got it, you feel so happy. But your neighbor's son got it, and then you feel like, oh, I never got it, and at least my child gets it. Poverty, full of poverty consciousness. This have to be applied, dear friends, in our daily life, this particular point. How much I feel joyful for others when they experience what we want to experience and see ourselves in them. Talk about it, feel good about it, express it. There is throat chakra, consciousness. Then a poverty conscious person is focused at doing things only in the means, they're focused on the means. When you're looking for something to happen, I want my acquisition to happen, I want the promotion to happen, they're only looking at this is the way to do. A prosperity conscious person is very open to the many, many possibilities of how it can happen. Being open to many possibilities. Here, the poverty person is focused on the means, only the means of doing it, and then the dissect and bisect, the how of it, we call it. By default, they're going to the means of it. Oh, already management is thinking of recommending the promotion to them, so it's not going to happen to me. Limited view. Prosperity conscious person is tuned into the infinite possibilities. Works with possibility. Fine, I'm going to continue to wish for what I want and see where it can come from. They're not focused on the means, they're only focused on the experience. And then they're willing and open that things can come from anywhere. Prosperity consciousness, that is. That's how we attract miracles. Even though that person who is very senior is recommended for the promotion, you perhaps are getting another promotion with the job creation for you, miraculously. And suddenly a client is coming, and so they said, okay, now let's have this person, you, as a very important contact for them, and so give you promotion. 3 promotions you can get, why not? Prosperity. In a small town, I'm running a center, he's also running, and then both of us are doing a Saturday morning class, and so what is it? Your only means is that, okay, a small set of people are there. The means is only focused on that. You know that only these people can come. Maybe a group is traveling from outstation, they're coming and they'll know about it, they'll come by to you that morning. Be open to the possibilities. Let others have what they want to have, and you have what you want to have. Abundance is there. Then finally, dear friends, poverty and prosperity is how are you approaching? You are doing it all by yourself in separation, caught up in illusion, that I am the one who is doing it, and then I am only the one I have to figure this out and then do it. You feel separate, or you feel like I've got greatest support with me. I'm one, I've got this greatest support. Not only me, and I've got this sincere intention, I'm joyfully, passionately going after it. I feel that yes, it can achieve it. I'm focused on it. When you have all this is going, the being what state you have, that I am alone and I'm going to do it, or what state there is support from me. What state you're operating? There is adequate support for me coming. I'm not alone. All masters around the world, when I'm doing an yajna, that concept of yajna came, I'm doing an yajna, we don't feel alone. There is a force there. Even our master, many Buddha Sivas around the world are happy that you're doing something. They send that energy. Do you see that energy coming for you, even though they're not there physically? You see it when you're in that state of prosperity. That it's not matter. It's not that thing that me and I doing it. It's the energy that is there by default. And there are many are wishing for your greater success. That's prosperity consciousness. We approach that way. So these are all various states of our chakras, if you will. How do you approach? When you're taking up something and manifesting and realization, poverty was prosperity. Through meditation, through our 40-day programs, by studying intensely the spiritual science and all the wisdom that we are talking about, of course, we shift our consciousness from poverty to prosperity. It is bound to happen. And I remember in the whole of 90s in United States, at that time, all this internet calling didn't come, right? And so they used to pay phone bills. The phone bills when you pay, it's your third chakra state. The phone bills you pay, $384, that what, NCI? Or AT&T bills. Oh my God. These guys are ripping us apart. Poverty consciousness. They're ripping us apart. They're making so much money for this calling. Long distance calling. Paying bills grudgingly is poverty. Happily and saying, okay, I got my service. Of course, they use my service, right? And that's why the bill came to that much. You go to a shop and then you are buying, a shirt so expensive. The guys are just taking so much money. Poverty. I'm happy. One man's loss is another man's gain. Another man and you are the same. Can you get to that consciousness? And so I'm happy for getting this beautiful shirt or beautiful frock. And so let me willfully and willingly pay that money to them, prosperity consciousness. You're signaling that you have, that you're willing to share. Paying bills grudgingly is poverty. Paying bills happily, that feeling that gratitude, and so they pay, they're all linked up. If you're grateful for it, then you pay happily. Thank you very much, dear friends. So it's wonderful to be being here. Yes, is Jayshree Madam there? Always good to travel and interact, masters and share. So many friends you make. so much of soul family extends by traveling. And Patriji used to travel and he used to ask several times, you come to this event, come to that event. And then I was happy to say I took that call a few times, not all the time, but he used to always nevertheless invite many, many times. But I'm so happy to say grateful that I took that thing and sometimes by making the alterations to my plans and then be there in these events. And by being so, then I only had everything to gain, making so many friends, healing, inspiration, motivations. I'm so much motivated with one Dr. Dashrath doing so much work. And so if you are in a power prosperity consciousness, if you are running and spreading meditation, you are happily and joyfully giving it to even one person. That one person would be Dr. Dashrath, it would be Lawrence, it could be many of our Buddha seers who are there, who are happily empowered and then doing so much work beyond in unimaginable proportion. Rakesh, he came in and then so much work. Creating a company and wanting to create a technology with all kinds of things. Is playing with a toy, came to US, bought something, and then experimenting how it works and how it can motivate people to do more meditation. Introducing gadgets into the meditation app so that we sort of have some biofeedback, which probably give an instant motivation to some who need it. And is working on constantly giving all the time for what he truly believes is a greater part of himself to give it to everyone. And so it is good enough if we are able to work on one person sincerely. Sai Kripa Sagar, an amazing, amazing master. So much work is happening through him. I was happy, I was able to spend time with him, and we grew together in so much of discussion, spiritual discussions. We work and invest into our friends, and so many things happen. We're grateful for it, that we have such friends through whom we grow together. And today, Pyramid Valley is benefiting significantly through his services. Be Supermind benefiting significantly. Buddha Seers benefiting significantly. Pyramid Meditation Music Academy benefiting significantly through his services. Pyramid Meditation Channel Canada benefiting significantly. But all these projects automatically is able to give time, support, energy. One master can do miracles. And so a prosperity conscious person is saying, at once jumping in and saying, how can I give, even if it is to one person, rather than saying, I don't have access, I don't have golden spoon, I don't have this, that, that's that. Poverty. Poverty, that is. Yes, Kiran, any announcements if I conclude?
So no announcement, but what an amazing session. So always, I was thinking prosperity and poverty is related to how much money or financial, what is your bank balance. This is a shift in the mindset, how you detailedly explained, at least like for me, it's an eye opener to look at like how this prosperity consciousness is a journey of your beliefs, your mindset, and how it is taking us to that openness, that abundance mindset from lack and all the negativity that is actually curbing us or limiting us from, going into the higher emotions, higher states. Thank you very much, sir. Personally, it's an amazing session for me. Yes, I would like to also say a few words about Dr. Dashrath. He came yesterday to take the Saturday master class. I was deeply motivated, and it gave me immense joy. I immediately forwarded this masterclass YouTube link to all my friends, family. I asked my sister to take a look at how this one doctor is making a difference in the community. In his organization is bringing that joy, and it's only so transformative. I know he kept on saying, like, repeating it, but I recommend, like, everybody goes back to that masterclass session and listen to Dr. Dashrath. Amazing person, amazing individual. Thank you very much, sir.
Awesome. Thank you.
We have a couple
Thank
of
you all.
questions. We'll take
it after this short break. Thank you all and have a wonderful day.
I will take.
What happened?
Keeping me from trying. It's time for me to make a change. To start living the life I want. I'm gonna reach for the sky, way up high. I'm never giving up. It's up to me to see who I can be, make dreams reality. I'm never giving up. I'm never giving up. I'm never giving up. I'm never giving up.
Yes, come forward. More.
Hi, Jayashree madam. Good to see you.
Hi, Kiran sir. Yes, same here. So,
Yes, what do you have? Reshma raised hand. Too late now? What questions do you have? Yes, Reshma madam is here. Rather, I am there with them.
Sir, we have questions from members in the chat. Neelam Singh ji is asking how to overcome trauma. Trauma pollutes our heart, hence we keep thinking bad. How to achieve mindfulness easily?
More meditation, madam. Meditation and wisdom, there are only two things. Meditation and knowledge of spirituality, spiritual science knowledge. It is given as a starting point. We recommend 25 books. Read them. Listen to a lot of Patriji wisdom on PMC channels as much as you can listen to his wisdom. And read the books of many, many masters that we recommend. And in parallel, practice meditation. This you have to just do, and then in due course, you'll find yourself slowly and slowly and slowly, you are dropping many of those. Everything unwanted will go. Everything unwanted will go. Will dissolve all the past that limits us. There's something out there which is distinguishing between what is limiting us and what is expanding. All the limitation will go. So just more practice. In our community, what we notice, and this is I'm beginning to see, is that you come for a 40-day program, you attend. You're perhaps not that regular. You're attending 50% of the time. You come back again, come back again. And those who are very, very sincere they've seen significant change in under 6 months. Significant change. Some are not able to be very sincere, very regular. But then if you are in the path and you continue to attend programs every now and then, read books and this and that, do it. In 2 years, there is a lot of change that we see, noticeable change. The question is, do you have the patience? Just continue, do the right things and continue. That naturally our self will develop, change. Many things will happen over a period of time. Not everything will come in one shot. And day 1, day 10, day 30, nothing suddenly it won't come, it'll happen. All right. So mindfulness yourself will know after a year, tell that no, you're just a lot different. Okay. Anything else, Kiran?
Yes, sir. We have Patricia G, and is bargaining for a lower price a poverty mindset?
Whatever you feel, madam. A lot of times we bargain by default. Materially, the spiritual principle is be satisfied with what is coming. Spiritually, ask for more. Materially, be satisfied with what is coming. Spiritually, ask for more. Okay. Bargain extra time for a workshop and say, sir, can you give me 1 more hour of time? Can we do 1 more satsang in the night? Bargain for it. Okay. Materially, be satisfied with what is coming. That's what I would say is prosperity versus poverty. So materially, it's there, take it. A discount is there, take it. Ask, no problem. But leave it at that. Ask, it shall be given. So maybe they're ready to give, ask, but then bargain and ask are 2 different things. Okay. It's like that. Now, Patriji put an important point, yajna versus karma. If you're asking for an yajna, now even if it may come as bargaining, you're trying to book a venue, and then you are saying, give me free, give me for this, give me for this. Why can't you give it? Many ways to talk about it and ask for it. All right. And then you pass there. It's okay, your intentions are greater, you are doing an yajna for others, and so then you are asking to the best possible price or whatever for others, for everybody's sake. That is okay. But otherwise, for our personal things to the best possible, we take what comes. Ask and leave. Ask, but then take what comes. It's like that. Without feeling that poverty kind that, oh, they're ripping us apart, they're taking away all the money, this, all that's there. Okay. Yes. Straight out, I'll say bargaining with the vegetable vendors. Many of them. They'll say 30, you'll say 10. Leave that out. We got so much prosperity. Just let them have some. Right? Just let them have some. I'm not blindly saying, if you feel what is 10, they're asking for 200, of course you're going to say something about it. No doubt. Right? It's a judgment you make there. That's why I'm not saying this bargaining is poverty, prosperity. It depends on situation. It's not one size, one answer, right? If somebody is abnormal, you know it is not that, and then they're doing it, and then so they're trying to make you for a right, and then sure, whether you call it bargaining or not, but have the right conversation if you want to have it. But a general sense, when it is normal, you're having that bargaining in that sense is, yes, it's poverty. Next.
So we have in the chat, sir.
Yes, yes, madam. Your takeaways from the workshop that you and Sudhakar and Raji, all of you conducted here.
Takeaway.
Your takeaways from the workshop,
Okay.
the weekend workshop that we did here.
Yes. We just had a weekend workshop, and takeaway main thing is what we hear now every time, right? Where our attention is, our energy goes there. So we didn't do promotion or anything, but every participant was relatively new. Either they were new to the meditation, or relatively they just attended the previous workshop, and so they were there. All the 20 to 22 participants we had, so all were new, and they have just started their journey with this, and they had great experience too. So yes, so the attention was to get new people in this retreat, and without doing much of promotion also, I realized that we are able to get them, attract the experience what we really need. Yes.
Yes. As there's something I've learned from Patricia constantly is give attention to the new person in the room. We already have meditation, so meditation will guide us. But the new person does not have meditation yet, and so give them focus, give that. So that's what Jaysha Madam has done. Focus on trying to see those who came in contact with her, and so they're able to come. And so we have many more new souls who are sort of taking meditation from this program, which is great. It is great. Yes. Okay, friends. So it's there is a big meditation program going on in Tirupati, starting Tuesday. That PMC Telugu channel. Recently I have a stat from PMC Telugu. They sent a director report, and I saw they have 1 billion views. Billion views for the PMC Telugu channel. And this channel started not even 10 years now. Seriously, in the year 2019. No. 2020, when during COVID time, Patriji traveled extensively to raise money for it. Because it's a channel, it's not a non-profit organization, it needs infrastructure, it needs to run with a big team. And so seriously, 2020 is where a lot of investment was trying to go. And now at 25, 1 billion views. And this is one speck of many, many things that Patrisa created. This is one of the many, many projects, by the way. One of many projects. If Buddha Siva is one, Buddha Siva is a drop in the big ocean of PSSM that Patrisa created it. And so the point is that I'm so happy to see that a billion views for this. That means so many people are taking, so much hope is there for the world. Golden age. And golden age is for sure is happening. 10 years. Very happy in 10 years, golden age. That by default, meditation is there in people's lives. They're serious practitioners or not, but they all know about it, and then they want to, at various levels of consciousness, are there in adopting to it. But that's bound to happen. When you see this kind of surge, 1 billion views from almost, maybe a few million to billion in 5 years, incredible, isn't it? Just one project. PMC Hindi is doing an amazing job. They are doing mass work, mass revolution work. And each and every one of us with our resources can be part with it. And when you talk so much about poverty, prosperity, the village side, they don't have many such ideas. They can't even grasp the subjects. Many people who are not developed in the mind stage cannot grasp the subject. And many people in the world in the body stage. And they all simply need meditation so they get energized and then heal. And so then they think of tomorrow. That's all. And so with our intellectual capital, with our, literally monetary capital, we all can make a huge difference if we come forward and then support these projects abundantly. That's prosperity. Consciousness is to give while we take. Circulate the flow of energy. And so this event is happening in Tirupati. It's a 1-week event. They're doing it called Dhyana Yagna. 5,000 people are expected to attend. And their whole goal, motivation, is to enable people, newcomers, to come on side in the town of Tirupati. And then many, many existing masters come and then get them to practice 6 hours of meditation a day. 3 hours in the morning, 3 hours in the afternoon. And so it's a great opportunity for those who can plan to go, and plenty of accommodation, temple town, so there's naturally a lot of accommodation available anyway. And be there in the energy and then strengthen your practice. And those if you can't travel or travel, support the event. You make a donation to Buddha CEO and say for Tirupati, Dhyana Yagna or PNC Telugu, we'll give that to them. Right. We can participate in many ways to be part of that. Billion becomes 3 billion to 10 billion. That means so many people are consuming this content and then meditating. Yes. So thank you all, dear friends. And by the way, so we will be there. I will be there, Vani and I, and then a few Buddha Sivas are traveling on Wednesday. Tuesday evening we are there, and then Wednesday whole day we are there in participating in meditations. That is 17th of this month. Okay. And so welcome to join anyone there in that event. Yes. Somebody asked when is the next workshop like this? When are the next workshops?
Yeah.
Any workshop? Tell.
Yeah, I think it's Anilji. Anilji, it's September 26th to 30th is AMR. And then again, we have in December also, 26th to 30th, Advanced Meditation Retreat, AMR workshop, residential, in Pyramid Valley International, Bengaluru. So I hope that's what you're asking about workshop in person.
So 2 big events they can plan outside of Buddha Siva events. This one, the just have a Tirupati event from this Tuesday for 1 week. And then October 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in Rishikesh, PMC Hindi is doing Dhyan Maha Yoga Dhyan Kumbh. It's another Dhyana Yagna event. Thousands of people will be there on Ganges, even more beautiful. And so Rishikesh. So we are there 4, 5, 6. Somebody who wants to plan in North India, join that group there. The information will send out for this Dhyana Kumbh. Okay. So thank you all. So we will see you tomorrow again. Thank you. Thank you, Jayashree madam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Kiran, sir.
I won't live the life others expect of me. I want to be proud of who I'm becoming. It's time for me to make a change. Start living the life I want. I'm gonna reach for the sky, way up high. I'm never giving up. It's up to me to see who I can be, make dreams reality.